Get right into the word. You see the entitlement, the enemy within. If you would turn for me in your Bibles to Genesis chapter 4. Chapter 4. And what's one verse? Verse 7. It's the only verse that we will need. Well, there's a few things that we must understand when we talk about the enemy, an enemy. When we talk about an enemy, one must remember that first of all, Yahweh has created spirit. Yahweh has created the spirit realm. He has created man. Yahweh is beyond what we ever could think, believe, or imagine. So when we deal with an enemy, you must deal spiritually and not deal carnally first. Most people are dealing with an enemy as an outward thing, and that's where many people are defeated, and many people are trodden, and many people suffer with depression because they are concerned about what is going on the outside of them instead of the inside. They are concerned about the external and not the internal. And what we must understand is the enemy is when you find what we're going to go over today. When you find these things in yourself and mankind unattended and unconquered. The enemy is when you find immoral, unrighteous acts, and we're going to cover those within yourself and mankind unattended to and unconquered. We must declare war on these enemies and defeat them. Then and only then will the master appear. Then and only then will the master appear. Then and only then will Yah truly appear. A lot of people are trying to wait while they're on their deathbed or in death, but listen to me. Leprosy and disease, it is a example to us, and it shows us the effect that sin has on people. So sin must be called by its right name. All excuses for sin is vain. Yahweh testifies against sin, so who can plead for the sinner? Who can plead for the sinner? When Yahweh testifies against sin, there's no one that can stand and plead for the sinner. We will give account for every word that proceedeth out of our mouth. And our deeds and our actions, they do follow us. They do follow us. If your deeds do not equal, whoever it is that you're saying is standing before Yahweh to testify for you. If your deeds and your actions don't line up with what they're testifying, saying about you, it's vanity. It's a lie. It's deceit. And nothing can stand before Yah. A lie cannot stand before Yah. Deceit cannot stand in the court of Yah. So I don't understand some of the terminology about somebody going to stand and plead for the sinner. The Bible reads in Genesis 4:7, if thou doest well, shall thou not be accepted. Amen. And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door. Amen. And unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over. Thou shalt conquer sin. Now we're going to go into some of the things of sin, which we already know that sin is transgression of what? Torah. That is sin. That is sin. It is transgression. Turn in your Bibles to James 4:7. This is not by coincidence, but I wanted to pull that, and I wanted to pull this. I wanted to pull something from the first covenant, the covenant, and the renewed covenant. Yehoshua, wrongly called James, chapter 4, and verse 7. Listen to the book. Submit yourself, therefore, to Yah. Resist evil. Resist evil. Man has created the devil. Resist evil, and he will flee from you, and evil will flee. Now, this must be demonstrated, and this must be taught on how this verse can actually work in your life. Draw nigh to Yah, and he will draw nigh to you. Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double-minded. Be afflicted and mourn and weep. Let your laughter be turned into mourning and your joy to heaviness. Humble yourselves in the sight of Yah, and he shall lift you up. What we must understand is, as I said before, seeing the example to show you sin is leprosy and disease. Those things are transferable. They are transferable. And those things, if left unattended, can destroy the human race. If you leave smallpox, if you leave all these man-made diseases, if you leave these things unattended, they can destroy mankind. AIDS, HIV, gonorrhea, whatever, cancer, all these things, if they are left unattended, they will destroy mankind. And sin will utterly and eventually destroy mankind. Because there is an enemy within that we are not willing to deal with. And we continually want to fight outwardly and want to fight other nationalities and other people. But if all we do make these small minor adjustments within, then we should truly conquer. We must declare war. We must declare war on the enemy within. And not only declare, as the book of Bereshit Genesis said, that we must conquer. We must rule over. We must have rule over. We must have rule over these things. Turn to your Bibles in Proverbs. Turn to Proverbs, verse 6. Proverbs, verse 6. When the Bible speaks about an enemy, it's not talking about the Russians. It's not talking about the Japanese. It's not talking about the Israelis. That's not what we are saying. That's not how you conquer self. That's not how you conquer ego, arrogance, selfishness, greed, lust, hatred, lying, cheating, gossiping. That's not how you conquer those things, by dealing with people. You have to deal with your own person. Now listen to the book, Proverbs 6 and 16. These 6 things do Yah hate. Yes, 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a mind that devises wicked imaginations, feet that be swift running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among the brethren. Amen. My bane, keep thy father's commandment, and forsake not the law of thy mother. What we are failing to realize is that the flesh is a mentality. The flesh is not what you are draped and adorned in. The flesh is a mentality. It is the way that one processes information, and not only the way that one processes information, the way that one deals with the information that is processed in the mind. When after you process this information, do you walk upright? Or do you walk downtrodden? Or are you as the nations are? So as we see in verse 16, 6 and 16, the Bible says that these things doeth y'all hate. He says, a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. Well, we must begin to understand this. How do we transfer this, and how do we maneuver this into the spirit? Well, one must remember that thoughts are spirit. Thoughts are not physical. Thoughts are spirit. Thoughts are energy. Thoughts are things, they are news, they are waves, and they are vibrations, and they are things that come through our mind. Nobody can tell you how you think or why you think. Man can't figure that out. But what man begins to do, man begins to think. Even a blind man can think. Even a man that can see can think. A blind man, he has to use more of his imagination than a man that has eyes, which is an advantage and also a disadvantage. We are all at an advantage, and we all have disadvantages just as well as we have advantages. So the first thing that we cannot leave unattended is the flesh, the mentality. We cannot leave flesh unattended. On the flesh, we must declare war on the ego. The ego is excessive interest in one's self. We must declare war on the ego. And ego and selfishness are kissing cousins, because selfishness is concerned excessively with oneself without regard for others. These are the enemies, and these are the things that must flee. These are the things that flee when you draw nigh to Yah. To draw nigh to Yah is to draw nigh unto his Torah. It's to draw nigh unto his word. And what is the word of Yah? Many people don't know what the word of Yah. Thus saith Yah. Thus saith Yah. Your Bibles are saying Lord. But thus saith Yah is the word of Yah. Is the word of Yah. Not the interpretations and not what they have done over in the second writings. That is not scripture. That's not scripture. That's not scripture. Scripture is the word of Yah. Thus saith Yah. Thus saith Yah. Thus saith Yah. Thus saith Yah. The other things, if you read them, those are episcopal. Those are letters. Those are letters. That's totally different. The second writings, as I said before, is a group of guys having a discussion about the first writings. That's all they could discuss. They couldn't add and they couldn't take away from the word. Arrogance is the enemy that we must wage war against, that we must defeat. Because arrogance is an attitude of superiority in an overbearing manner. In an overbearing manner. We must wage war on greed, a selfish and excessive desire for more of something that is needed. Lust, intense and unbridled desire, whether it be sexual, or whether it be cars, or whether it be a home, or whether it be somebody's wife, or whether it be somebody's husband. Hatred, extreme disgust or dislike, lying, untrue statements, cheating. Cheating is done to obtain something that you know you have no legal right to. why people cheat. People cheat to obtain, to secure something that they have no legal right unto it. So men begin to cheat to obtain something by deceit. They begin to trick. Those that be that gossip, a person who habitually talks about people, it can be a truth or a lie what they are gossiping about. Slandering to damage another's reputation with falsehood. So you have people that are bringing up accusations about other people, but these things are coming out of this spring, and the Bible says that a spring cannot produce salt water and fresh water. It either produces one or it produces the other. So where we as a people are failing is we're not dealing with the enemy that is within. We refuse to deal with self. Turn to Galatians chapter 5. We refuse to deal with self. Everybody's walking around and, oh, I'm okay, and I'm not going to receive it. Just because you don't receive something don't mean it's not true. People, that's church. Oh, I rebuke that. I refuse. I refuse. I don't care. You don't have to agree to be walking in something. There's a whole bunch of people walking in stuff right now that they're not called to walk in. So you don't have to be in agreement. You understand me? You don't have to be in agreement with the truth. Many people not are in agreement with the truth. Many people are in agreement, are in cahoots with the lie, with deceit. So it doesn't matter because you say, I'm not going to receive that. That's church. You better listen to what people on the outside are saying about you, what's going on the inside of you. Because it's oftentimes difficult for us to know or see what's going on the inside of us if we're not a person who is always doing a self-inventory. If we are not a person who is always dotting our I's and crossing our T's. If we are not that type of person. And when you begin to wage war on the enemy within, you become a person who runs self-diagnostics in the morning, in the day, and at the end of the day. You begin to run self-diagnostics on yourself to see where you are in that day. To see where you are. To see if you are dealing with the things that are inside you, which stems from flesh, it stems from mentality, it stems from an unseen enemy. This unseen enemy, this is a very deep and it is a very complicated subject because people are seeing people as enemies, but the enemy is not that person. The enemy is what's inside that person that person is not willing to conquer. That's what it is that you are, that offends you. It's what they are not willing to conquer. What are you saying? Listen, this is what I'm saying. In relationships, if a person tells a person, look, I don't like when you do that. I don't like you doing that. And the person continues to do that, that could cause that relationship to end. Because that person didn't deal with what it was the person was saying. Look, you might not see what it is that you're doing or how you carry yourself, whatever, but you need to address that. And when we don't address these things, this is what causes discourse in our lives. Because people are not willing to deal with the enemy that is within. They rather say you. They rather say the land is evil. No, the land is not evil. What we have is we have a body of people that refuse to deal with self. That's what we have. We have people running around talking about these people. We got people running around talking about the church, talking about Islam, talking about Hinduism, Buddhism. They're talking about Scientology. They got something to say about everything, and not even understanding that by you saying that you could have reached those people, but now you can't reach those people. You can't reach them now. So now you're ineffective because the first thing you did was you attacked. That's something within inside. Anytime I see people that attack and jump and leap on people, that's something inside of them that they have not worked on or are not willing to work on. Anytime I see people pointing fingers, it's one thing to joke about certain things. But it's another thing for a person to be dead serious and to be dead serious with everything that come out of their mouth. And a lot of people don't understand that when you saying, even when you picking out things that you see in people, you're picking out negative things. And if you begin to just be a person that all you do is pick out negative things, then you're going to be a producer of negative energy. If you see something negative, then what should be presented to a person is positivity. You don't always have to tell a person what you see. Just go to them and present them with what's positive. The positive begins to neutralize the negative. Positive begins to neutralize negative. I think the Bible has a scripture. The Bible has a scripture, a few scriptures. One of them is it was about a word it's about talking. I think it's in Proverbs, a song. It just slipped my mind. It just slipped my mind. One is agree with thy adversary quickly when thou art in the way with them. That means that you have to be positive. The Bible says that a smooth tongue, a smooth answer will do what else about wrath? Yes, it'll bring down, it will bring down the wrath of your enemy. It will begin to calm the situation down. Positives begin to neutralize negative. Why? Because negative is ignorant. Negative is ignorant. So when you begin to operate in a positive light, in a positive sense, negative-minded people are confused. They go into a state of confusion. They don't know how to take you. They don't know how to take you because you ain't arguing, you ain't standoffish, you standing toe-to-toe, but you being positive. So that negative energy that they got have to go and sit down in the corner like a little old puppy. And just look. Because they don't got nothing to say. Nothing to say now. You know why? Because you didn't meet evil with evil. You met evil with Yah. When the Bible begins to say that we're created in Yah's likeness and his image, that's how you walk and operate in the likeness and the image of Yah, because Yah is positive. Yah is not negative. So negative begins to demonstrate a power with no guns, no knives, no war. Because it's positive energy. There's no ego needed for it. There's no flesh needed for it. There's no arrogance needed for it. So now you begin to wage war on self. You begin to wage war on the enemy that would love to be a what? Extrovert. He would love to come out. He would love to come out, and he would love to show the world that I'm just as crazy as y'all is. Matter of fact, I'll kill up all y'all while y'all around here playing. But what will that accomplish? Ask yourself. I have to ask myself a lot of times, what will that accomplish? No, if you don't say nothing to do that to make it look soft. Well, I guess I'm going to look softy. As long as I know I ain't soft, As long as I know you better bring your A game, pack a lunch, might need to bring a friend or whatever. As long as I know you're going to need that when you encounter me, then so what? If I look weak to gain the one that's falling away. Because the only one you look weak to is the 99. That's who you look weak to, is the 99. That's why y'all say I leave the 99, because the 99, you're angry, y'all arrogant, y'all starting to gossip, y'all starting to fuss, y'all starting to fight, y'all starting to lie, y'all starting to be whoremonger, y'all starting to... So of course I would leave the 99 to go find the one that I can put this positive energy into them. And hopefully this one that I put the positive energy can neutralize you 99. Because you 99 are out of control and off the chain. Yes, we got on garments, and yes, we got on head wraps, and yes, we speak in Hebrew, and yes, we doing all this stuff. But y'all say, I'll leave the 99. We'll go bring one into my positive life, my positive aura, my positive aura. See, the enemy is when you find these things in yourself. And once you find these things in yourself, you begin to attend to these things. You begin to address these things. And when you begin to attend and you begin to address these things, then there's a miracle that happens. And the miracle that happens is called you now will conquer these things. And you will conquer these things with this miracle process because you attended to them and you addressed them. And you begin to make changes. So anytime you begin to change positively, you begin to conquer. See, people want to talk about miracles. I see miracles all day, every day. I don't need to see the sun sit down on the ground or the moon sit down on the ocean. I don't need to see, that's not a miracle. I don't need to see the ocean part. I see miraculous works every day that don't take nothing but you to see it with your eyes or hear it with your ears. Everybody think the miracle process is something that's got to be big and seen by all men. No, the miracle process don't have to be seen by everybody. The miracle process don't have to be believed by everybody. But one thing about the miracle process of our Heavenly Father is this. When it hit, there's a drastic change. There's a major change anytime there's a miracle. Because the miracles for y'all, I saw something that he did. He does little things great. We always looking for this big old superficial giant. Oh, I want to hit the publisher's clearinghouse. But Yahweh does little things great. You know a little miracle that Yahweh does great? For me to be on the face of this earth, never be hungry a day in my life, have a shelter over my head, have transportation, may never have $1 million, $2 million in the bank, but that's a miracle to me. Because even though the man was a millionaire, he didn't go hungry, I didn't go hungry. He had transportation, I had transportation. He had clothes, I had clothes. He had shelter, I had shelter. What's the difference if my shelter is 500 square feet and his 500,000 square feet? See, this is what we not understand. This is what we not understand. I'm talking about the enemy within, because the enemy within will have you confused. The enemy within will have you not knowing and understanding that you're a living miracle. That you are the process and you are a miracle in Yahweh's possession. When I began to see Yahweh's miracle process, and I began to look at it, not like the church and not like the man, because the church says that, oh, we're going to have altar call, and you come on up here with your high blood pressure, and come on up here, you're a diabetic, come up here and let me pray for you, and let me lay hands on you. Then the person goes to the doctor, and the doctor tells them, well, oh, okay, well, your diabetes and your sugar right, and it's the prayer that did it. No, I guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, what happened? Before you came to get the prayer, you had been to the doctor. That's how you got the diagnosis that you were diabetic or that you had high blood pressure. Okay, right? So what the doctor did was put you on some type of medication and told you to stop eating certain foods. If you stop eating those certain foods, and if you begin to do herbal things that are put herbal things in your body, or even taking their pills, then you will see your condition getting better. Because the miracle process of Yahweh, oh yeah, I can lay hands on you. And yeah, you can go down, you can receive the Spirit, you can go down on the floor, whatever. But the miracle process to me is once you get back to your feet and you walk out that door. And the miracle for me is when I check on you next week. And when I check on you the week after next, and I check on you 6 months. That's the miracle process for me. Because I promise you, if you continue to eat sugar, if you continue to drink drinks that's got all that sugar in it and all this old processed stuff, then your sugar gonna stay out of whack, out of control. Your high blood pressure gonna be high because you're not doing the things that make the miracle happen. Yeshua said this. Yeshua said, go and sin no more unless something worse come upon. He was already telling them, look, it's up to you to secure this healing. You got to secure this healing. Now, I let lay hands on you. This is Yeshua now. This is Yeshua, the one they call JC. I done lay hands on you. I done prayed over it, and I done taught you. You got everything you need for the miracle to happen. I done prayed, I done laid hands, and I done taught. Now those things there, let those things be your example. You need to pray, you need to lay hands on yourself, and you need to practice what I taught you. Now the miracle begins to happen. You ever want to walk? You ever got to do more therapy. I don't care. I can pour a bucket of oil on you. I can pour a bucket of oil on you. I can lay hands on you. I can get down on the floor and get all up under your feet and grab your legs and feel your legs. But listen, you ain't going to walk unless you start walking. Every day. Not just once a day. Every day. 2 and 3 times a day. Maybe fall down sometimes. Crawl and get back up. You understand me? But that's the miracle process because you got enough strength in your body. You understand me? To encourage that process. What we're saying, and I'm not making light of the outstretched arm and the mighty hand of y'all. No, I'm not making light, but I got to come up to 5778 because 5778 is not like 2003, 2003. You understand what I'm saying? 5778 is not like 3,000 years ago. You got people that don't even know, I had a conversation the other night, and the conversation was, well, if I want to learn about Haitians, right, what would I need to do? I would need to probably talk to a Haitian, or I would need to get some books so I can start learning and reading about the culture of Haitians, Japanese, Chinese, Russians. I would need to get books, and I would need to read journal. I would need to read books about him. I would need to read books about different people in their time in order to understand their culture and to understand them and to understand the book that's written in Japanese or the book that's written in Russian or German. You understand me? So what I said to him was, that's the same thing with the Bible. This Bible talks about a Hebrew people. This Bible don't talk about a Jewish people. This Bible talks about a Hebrew people. Talks about the people that y'all chose. So for one to really understand this book, you really need to know the culture of the people that Yahweh was writing to. Those are some major things that need to be understood. Because then you can begin to understand the enemy that they were dealing with. You begin to understand the enemy that the children of Israel was dealing with. And not all the people were willing to kill, pursue, kill, destroy, and conquer that enemy. When Yahweh met them in Mount Sinai, and Yahweh came with the 10 Commandments, what Yahweh was saying was, look, I'm finna to give y'all something. I'm finna give y'all something to where you can conquer the sin that crouches at the door. I'm finna give y'all something that will trump all sin that crouches outside of the door, which crouches outside of this tabernacle. All the sin that crouches outside of this tabernacle. What he was saying was, I'm going to give y'all something that's going to put y'all one up on the Gentiles, on the heathen nations. That's what Yahweh is saying. I'm going to give y'all something where y'all can draw nigh to me and evil will flee. I'm going to give y'all something that y'all got that will help y'all to wage war, and not only help you wage war, I'm going to give y'all something that will destroy your enemy, which is the Torah. After I give you the Torah and you begin to learn of me, y'all say, come now and learn of me in Isaiah. Once you begin to learn the Torah, now Torah must be demonstrated through your actions and through your life. And that's where we're falling short. The Torah is not demonstrated through our lives. Look at 5:19. Because we're harboring a fugitive. Did you hear what I say? We're harboring a fugitive, which is the enemy inside. We're protecting this enemy. We fighting for this enemy. You understand? We dressing this enemy up to make this enemy look pretty, beautiful, make this enemy look handsome. We dressing the enemy up so when somebody sees us, we don't look evil. So we keep dressing it up. We keep dressing it up. And when somebody tells you something and you say, oh, you're so negative. No, that's constructive criticism. Get that in your head. Get it in your head when somebody brings something that you don't see, that look, I'm going to take it. On my first account, I'm going to take it as constructive criticism. Stop taking stuff as people trying to tear you down. If everybody trying to tear, if you think it's all about tearing you down, then you're never going to be able to be built up. Because the Bible says there's a time to tear down and there's a time to build up. So for me to be built up, I need to be torn down and I can be built back up. I'm already built. And since I have not arrived, I must keep going through the process of being built and being torn down. Being built and being torn down by my Heavenly Father. By my Heavenly Father. Every time somebody says something to me, I don't take it to heart. I take it as constructive criticism. It's like they mean me good. And I sit down and I analyze what they're saying. And once I analyze what they're saying, then I'll be like, you know what? I do need to change that. Because I can see that. And I don't like how they look on me. No, they weren't lying. Even if a person like, even I know a person don't like me, I'm still going to investigate what they saying, because Yahweh will make your enemy tell the truth. Yahweh will make your enemy tell you and give you a way on how to defeat that our enemy. Yeah, they'll tell you how to defeat him. They'll tell you how to defeat him. They'll tell you how to defeat him. Listen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take away from you what you eat, what you feed on, what you feed on, what your thought feed on, your thought feed on this world. So what we have to do is we have to take away what evil feeds on. And evil feeds on is these things here. Your ego, your arrogance, your selfishness, your greed, your lust, your hatred, your lying, your cheating, your gossiping. It feeds on those things. And some things are not listed. I didn't list them all because I couldn't list them all and I wouldn't try to list them all. You got to know what you dealing with. And everybody not dealing with the same thing. Listen to the book. Galatians 5. Galatians, what is it? Galatians 5:19. Listen to the book. Now the works of the flesh, they are made clear and plain. And the works of the flesh, they are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, immolations, wrath, strife, seditions, hearsay, envy, murders, drunkenness, revelings, and such like. And such like means that there's more. This not the end. Of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of Yah. So when these things begin to be corralled, Yahweh begins to fill you with this: love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Because amongst such there is no law. So when the Bible says amongst those there is no law, it means that you are not under the law. That's what that means. This means that you're not under the law. You are under the law. You are beneath the law. You're not even at the bar, is what it's saying. It's saying you beneath the law when you operating in adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, immolation, wrath, strife, sedition, hearsay, envy, murder, drunkenness, revelings, and such. This is the enemy that must be defeated. This is the enemy that must be overcome. If everybody took the time to deal with this enemy, guess what the word earth would be? Paradise. The earth would be paradise. Oh, let me introduce you to Deuteronomy 5 and Exodus 20. The commandments, the feast days of Yah. Boy, I tell you, we have to declare war on these enemies. And we must defeat them. And only then will the true and only master appear. He will not appear, he will not, and he cannot appear if we're not working on defeating and conquering what he said in 4 and 7, a bare sheep that croucheth at the door. Turn to Deuteronomy 28. This last thing I'll deal with. Listen to what Yahweh says when you begin to operate and you begin to deal with the flesh, when you begin to mourn, when your laughter is turned into mourning because you dealing with this flesh, you dealing with this mortal body, and this mortal body don't want to turn. This mortal body, it don't want to follow the will of Yah. This mortal body, it want to go the other route, and it want to take your spirit on a wild ride. But that's why y'all would say, look, y'all got to build y'all spiritual man. And the only way to build y'all spiritual man is you're going to have to conquer these things that are not of me. And it came to pass, 28:1, if thou shalt listen diligently unto the voice of Yah, to serve and to do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that Yahweh will set thee on high above all the nations on the earth. So Yahweh was saying, look, y'all got to deal with the end of the end. That's the whole purpose of y'all going through the wilderness, was to deal with the end of the end. That was the whole purpose of me justifying y'all with the blood. That was the whole purpose of the unleavened bread, was the purification. That was the whole purpose. That was the whole purpose of coming out on Pesach, which was the glorification. That was the whole purpose. That was the whole reason that I brought y'all through this process, that y'all may become a peculiar people under me. May become a peculiar people. I don't understand how we think that we have a legal right to the things of this book, and we had not performed the ends, the buts, and the whats. But we say we have a right because we are an heir. Let me tell you something about being an heir. There are some people that have trust funds set up for their children. And some of the trust funds they got set up for their children, they can only get the money that their parents got for them if they graduate with a doctorate degree or a master's degree. They got millions of dollars, thousands of dollars waiting on them, but they got to fulfill an obligation before they can get their inheritance. Some people have to wait until they're 21 years old to get their inheritance. They couldn't get the inheritance before they were 21. It's written, it's documented at 21 years old, when they have gotten their master's degree from such and such and such in such and such, then you can release it to them. Then that's when what is entitled to them is released to them once they fulfill their end of the bargain. I see people on both sides. I see Islam, I see Muslims, I see Hebrews, I see Christians, I see Scientology. I see a whole bunch of people that are saying that they are entitled to something and they have not fulfilled their obligation, that it could be rendered unto them. Listen to the book. And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee if thou shalt what? Listen unto the voice of Yah. Blessed shall I be in the city, and blessed shall I be in the field. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, and the increase of thy cow kind, and the flocks of the sheep. Blessed shall I be in the basket of thy store. Blessed shall I be when thou comest in, and blessed shall I be. Why is he saying this blessing? This is what need to be taught. This is what not being taught. Listen, when he's saying bless, Yahweh not finna bless us with this. It's already set up that when we start to walk according to the will of Yahweh, these things are already there. These things don't have to be created. This blessing is already there. It just ain't nobody fulfilling and walking into it. Everybody walking contrary to it and walking their own way, making this mistake, making that mistake. Listen to what y'all saying. Thou shalt be, it's already done in the city. It's done in the field. It's done if you teach your children my Torah when thou risest up in the morning, when thou sittest at the table, when thou walkest. If you raise your child in my word, that is a blessing, and they should call you blessed. All nations should call you blessed because you are walking in what's already established. People act like y'all got to perform a blessing. Y'all don't have to perform no blessing. He just need enough people doing his will to where the blessing have to run them down and hit him across the head, because his word cannot return unto him void. It's already accomplished. See, we trying to accomplish things that's already accomplished. We're trying to do things that's already done. Listen to the book. Listen to the book. Listen what it said in verse 8. Verse 7. Let me go 7. Yahweh shall cause thy enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face. They shall come out against thee one way and flee before thee 7 ways. What is Yahweh talking about? What is Yahweh talking about? Yahweh talking about such an intense energy that would radiate from a nation of people, that would radiate from a nation of people that would turn so much energy, so much power, of pure power, walking in the purity and the likeness of Yah, to where your enemy can't even stand before you. Your enemy can't even stand. He can't even stand before you. Don't need no war. They can't even come close. Can't come close because you're walking in the likeness and the image of God. That's your home like that. See, we people thinking this man thinking they thinking outside the box. But you just don't understand that the simplicity is the complication of Yah. You know what I'm saying? It's so complicated to the simple, and it's so simple to it's complicated. To a person can't even receive it because it's so profound. It seems so simple. You mean to tell me that's no, it gotta be more. It's gotta be more than that. It can't be that. It can't be that easy. No, it can't be that easy, man. So it's got to be. No, it's got to be something big. It's got to be a megadon, a don mega. Listen to the book. He says, Yahweh shall command a blessing upon thee in thy storehouses, and in all that thou settest thy hand unto, and he shall bless thee in the land which Yahweh giveth thee. Yahweh shall establish thee a holy people. So I got to stop on that right there. It say, what you say, y'all? What you say? Yahweh shall establish thee. Well, I'll tell y'all something to come. He shall establish a holy people unto himself. Now, what's funny about this in English, it says, Yahweh shall establish thee an holy people unto himself, as he hath sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandments of Yah thy Abba and walk in his ways. That's any nation. Any nation that can pull this off. Any nation of people that can pull this off. Don't let them fool you. Telling you that this only Israel. Don't let them tell you this only the Hebrews. Don't let them, boy, you're walking this hill. Boy, you're walking in the spirit. You're walking in the spirit. Watch this hill. And all people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of God, and they shall be afraid. I told you, listen, that positive energy, man, it'll probably, that land where these people land, it'll probably be like the second coming of the Messiah. That place will probably be like the second coming of the Messiah with what it would radiate. Some people say, oh, this city got a cloud over it. This city got a dark cloud over it. That same dark cloud you see that city, it'll be the same radiant, that oil that'll be coming off of them people. Because those people will be getting closer and closer to spiritual beings. The spiritual beings that they are. Because don't take it for granted and don't let nobody fool you. You are a spirit learning how to be a human. You ain't no human learning about the spirit. You a spirit learning how to be a human. Learning how to function in that body as a human. That's why the body all tore up now. Because you ain't know how to work it. That's why my hip tore up, because I ain't know how to work the body. Spirit didn't know how to work the body. Spirit got in the soul body and, man, jump off that building. Jump off that car, ride on the roof of that car. You understand me? Crazy stuff people start doing in their body. Because they don't understand. They have no understanding. Listen to the book. And Yahweh shall make thee plenteous in goods, in the fruit of thy body, in the fruit of thy cattle, and in the fruit of thy ground, and in the land which Yahweh sware to thy fathers to give thee. And Yahweh shall open unto thee his good treasure, the heaven, to give the rain unto thy land in his season, and to bless all the work of thy hand. And thou shalt lend unto many nations, and thou shalt not borrow. And Yahweh shall make thee the head and not the tail. Listen. And thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath, if thou listen unto the commandments of Yah, which I command this day, and observe to do them. So I don't know why certain people talk about they entitled to something, and they have not done this. They have not observed to do them. And thou shalt not go aside from any of the words which I commanded this day, to the right hand or to the left, to go after deity to serve them. Verse 15 is what I was waiting for. But it shall come to pass that thou don't listen. If you don't listen under the voice of Yah, to observe to all the commandments and all the statutes that I commanded this young, that all the curses shall come upon me and overtake me. Curse shall thou be in the city. Curse shall thou. Now let me tell y'all something about this curse thing. That curse thing is real funny. You know how generational curses work. You know how curses work. Well, the little boy that was around his mom and dad smoking weed and selling weed and doing weed and snorting cocaine and drinking liquor. You know, 9 times out of 10, what that child gonna do? What they saw done. They're gonna do what they saw done, but that's what they were around. That's what they saw. That's the curse. Yahweh is saying, listen, what the curse is, you gotta understand that this is a transliteration. This is a translation. And what you gotta understand about curse, on the Hebraic side, the accursed thing is to have something in your possession that Yahweh has declined that you have it not in your possession. Yahweh said, look, don't have that in your possession. That's the accursed thing, is to have something that's unprescribed by Yah in your possession. That's the accursed thing. That's what the curse is. So when we start teaching our children the ways of the world, the ways of America, the ways of the Russian, the German, that's how Yahweh says that, look, this is what he means. This is what he means when he says this. Thou shalt be, cursed shall thou be in the field. Cursed shall thy basket and thy store. Cursed shall the fruit of thy body and the fruit of the land and the increase. Why? Because Yahweh said, because y'all not let my land rest for 7 years, y'all gonna be cursed in the fruit. The fruit not gonna produce. Listen, nothing that exists outside of mankind is what I'm trying to tell you. Y'all saying, look, if you want to reverse the curse, if you want to stop what it is that's going on, then get from out among you that is not congruent unto me. And he just said, listen, I'm gonna read it to you. I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna back up. And he says this. He says, verse 13, and Yahweh shall make thee the head and not the tail, and thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath, if that thou listen unto the commandments of Yahweh thy Abba, which I commanded this day to observe and to do them. When you observe and you do them, then there is no curse, because when you observe and you do them, then the thing that offends Yah cannot be found amongst you. Since we got all this stuff. We got drugs, drug addicts, drug pushers. We got strippers. We got prostitutes. We whore. You know, we commit all these acts. So yeah, that's what y'all calling the curse. That's why you saying you cursed. Yeah, and you're going to feel like you cursed. You're going to feel cursed. Because outside of Yahweh, there's nothing. Outside of Yahweh ain't no love. Outside of Yahweh ain't no courage. Outside of Yah ain't nothing. So yeah, people start talking about, oh, you cursed. No. Why you cursed is because when you got old enough and found out that what your mom and daddy was doing was wrong, you continue to do it. So yeah, you cursed. Because you taking on the same attitude, you taking on the same identity as your mom and your dad. So you just keep passing it down. Pass it down, pass it down, pass it down. Somebody got to say, look, this ain't right. That's what I did when I got to the Bible. I said, look, I ain't saying they wrong, but I'm going to say they ain't right. They ain't wrong because they only knew what they knew. But they ain't right because the information they had wasn't right information. You understand me? It wasn't right information. It wasn't presented to them. It wasn't presented to them. Listen to the book. Listen to the book. So when y'all, see, I'm really concerned about, see right here, Yahweh shall send upon thee cursing, verse 20, vexation and rebuke, and all that thou settest thy hand for to do, until thou be destroyed, until you perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy key word of your doing. Why? Because your doings is not of Yah. So y'all say, look, because y'all not doing my doings, and thou have forsaken me, whereby thou, listen what he's saying. Y'all forsook me because your doings were not my doings. So because you're not doing my doings, and I am the creator, so now cursing, vexation, all this stuff is going to fall upon you and your seed. So now you're raising generations upon you in this deceit. Yeah, if you want to call that cursed. But Yah, the Ruach HaKadosh, the way I'm directed, I'm not directed to think like what's trending. I don't care. I'm not trying to be different. I'm not arrogant. I'm not boastful. I'm not trying to be different. But what I hear, I tell y'all. And I'm telling y'all what y'all say. Y'all say, look, y'all talking about a curse. Listen, go take it back into your Hebrews. And let them know that, look, man, look, the reason why they wrote that in that book like that, y'all say that shouldn't be even wrote in that book like that, because I'm not doing nothing to y'all. I'm letting y'all live according to either your will or according to my will. And if you live according to your will, then evil gonna take you at will all the day long, like the Bible says. It's gonna take you all day long because people not waking up working on self. They're not waking up working on them. And that's all I wanted to really share. An hour, it's like an hour. I really need a little, verse 26, chapter 27, Deuteronomy 26, cursed be he that confirmeth not all the words of this law to do them, and all the people should say, see, listen, when you not living by the will of the Heavenly Father, the master architect who put this book and said, look, man, this is how y'all supposed to govern yourself. Why y'all on the face of the earth? Why y'all in the carnal bodies? Don't get caught up and start listening to your bodies. Don't get caught up listening to your body. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen, your body gonna give you an instant satisfaction. I'm gonna give you an everlasting gratification. I'm gonna give you an everlasting gratification. You just looking for that quick pop, that quick feeling. Bam, boom, bam. Yes, yes. And that quick bam, boom, bam finna have you, as they say, cursed. Because now you're not walking in the authority, you're not walking in the brilliance, because that's what y'all just gave me. Say, listen, the nation that walks and keeps my Torah, don't turn left or right, it says that there will be a brilliance. I'm gonna show y'all, I'm gonna show y'all. Boy, look at boy, the Ruach is so powerful. And you know what the Ruach just gave me? He just gave me two things. One thing he gave me to tell you before I go was this. Don't y'all remember Sodom and Gomorrah, where the people stood outside that house and they wanted the men that went in the house? And the Bible said that they were blinded. That's the brilliance of Yah. And the brilliance of Yah, when the nation walks according to Torah in totality, there's a brilliance that is cast off of them where their enemies cannot stand before them. See, when you start talking about real miracle, I'm talking about real miracle word. I don't need no Navy. I don't need no Navy SEALs. I don't need no Rangers. I don't need no Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, none of that. Because the brilliance of Yah, when the brilliance of Yah begins, the luster begins to shine from that nation, because they're walking in the power and authority of Yah. Your enemy, they couldn't even find the door that night, remember? And who else that was? Who else that was? Yahweh told, I think that was Gideon. Or somebody said, look at the hills. And look at the hill, they seen all the help. You know, they saw there, and somebody else in the Bible was blinded, a nation of people. You understand me? Just when we, Chronicles, when y'all told us to go down by the cliff of Ziz, you need not fight in this battle. He said, look, I just need y'all dressed and I need y'all in array. I need y'all dressed and I need y'all following my laws, my statutes, and my commandments. And when you follow my laws, statutes, and commandments, there's going to be a brilliance that's going to come off y'all where your enemy can't touch you. And what happened was, when that brilliance shone up off of them, the Bible said that all of them that was against them turned on each other and killed each other. And it took the Hebrews a while to pick up all the spoils from the battle. All they had to do was listen. All they had to do, you need not fight in this battle. You need not fight in this battle. People don't understand what people say. These things, and these things are metaphors, and these things are cliche to people, but they're not cliche to me, because I'm like, I need not fight in that battle. How do I need not to lift my hands? How do I need not to have a weapon to defend myself when a man got a sword or a man got a rifle or a handgun? Because you got to truly be walking upright, walking in Yah, learning. Come and learn of me, Isaiah. Come and learn of me. He said, come and learn of me. Come and learn. Come, learn of my brilliance. Learn of my luster. Learn why you can't see me. Learn why no man have never ever laid eyes on me and never will see me. Why no man in the flesh can present and come before me. That's that light that nation will be walking in. That's that light. That's that light that they'll be walking. If that light gonna work as a Navy. That light gonna work as a Navy SEAL, as the SEALs and Special Forces. That's what that light gonna do. Boy, they don't believe. They don't believe. See, I know the power and authority of Yah. I know what a miracle is. If you're gonna see a miracle, it's gonna have to be something spiritual. Spiritual. People want physical things. Y'all tired of that. Y'all tired of that. He had people laying hands and doing this here and doing this here. And them people was returning. And it said in the Bible, it said, look, man, it said, if you have come, let's look at it. I'm done. I'm done. Keith Peter. Uh, what is it? 2 Peter, 2 Keith 2 and 20. Listen to the book. For if after they have escaped the pollution of the world through the knowledge of Yah and Yeshua HaMashiach, they are again entangled their end and overcome. The latter end is worse than the beginning. It has been better than for them that they had not known the way of righteousness than after they have known it, they have known it, to turn from the holy commandment delivered of them, but it has happened unto them according to the true proverb. The dog is turned to his own vomit again. The dog is turned to his own vomit. The dog is turned to his own vomit again. The dog don't went back. The people are going back and are not going forward. So Yahweh says, listen, when you come into me, there are some changes that must go on. And you're going to have to continue to change for the entirety of your life. The entirety of your life, you're gonna have to continually change. I know we've all been taught, work, get you some money saved up, and retire so you ain't gotta do nothing but travel the world. Man said that, not y'all. That's man's ideal. That's what man's ideal of what this earth is supposed to be. Well, you work, you get your good pension, you get your good retirement, and then you just go sit up, as my wife said, on the dock of the bay, and you just wait on death to come. Because that's what's coming next, death. A person can look at it and play with it how they want to. Death is sure. Death is sure to come. But that's another thing that man has put in the minds of many Hebrews, many Christians. That's in their mind. But Yahweh, that's not Yahweh's positioning. That's not Yahweh's plan. Show me somebody in the Bible. Show me a prophet. Show me somebody in the Bible that's what they did. Show me that's what they did. They retired. These boys took it to the grave. They took it to the grave. And when you take it to the grave, when you transition, boy, you got a retirement plan. Boy, you got a retirement plan, bar none. Oh, you got a retirement plan. Because see, listen, this is what people don't understand. 31 times in the Bible, the word show. Some people say Shaul, but show. Show in Hebrew is what people call it. I think 3 times they call it the pit. 31 times they call it the grave. 31 times they call it hell. Well, Shaul can't be hell because hell will be thrown into the lake of fire. Okay? Hell will be thrown into the lake of fire. But what we have to say, but what we have to understand is this. That, Sheol. What we have to understand, Sheol got 2 compartments, not 1. It has 2. Don't have 1. It has 2. It has 2. We know it has 2. I ain't gonna go there. I'm gonna leave it alone. That'll be another time. That'll be another subject. But anyway, I want to thank you for lending Yahweh your eyes and ears this young, this day. And hopefully I can remember. But that's a whole nother thing, whole nother teaching. You know. What's that? You'll get it way over there. You'll get it in pillow talk. You. Yes. All right. We just want to say we thank you. We say Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem. This is our Bible study from yesterday, Wednesday at 7. I just did it today at noonday, and I thank Yahweh. I thank Yahweh for that privilege that I could do it today. All right. Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem.
out.